All-Star break has came and went, and the second half of the season is officially upon us. The Morehead City Marlins have traveled to face the Greenville Yard Gnomes for the fifth time this season. The Marlins lead the overall series 3-1. Trey, it's a busy All-Star weekend for this Morehead City team. They sent the entire coaching staff and 6 players out to Macon, Georgia. That said, before it, they had lost 2 of their last 3 games, only scoring 13 runs. Kind of a quiet offensive showing for what has been otherwise a potent offensive group.
Yeah, 2 out of their last 3 losses, Lance. One of them coming to Greenville just 6 days ago at the Rocks. This has been a group we've talked about just starting out the season really strong on the offensive end, especially during that 7-game winning streak, and has kind of tapered off as of recent. And really you saw that last Thursday when these two teams met. Morehead City really offensively with 10 hits, 4 runs. There wasn't really complimentary baseball represented up on the scoreboard, but you had 3 separate occasions where this group left the bases loaded. We're only able to muster up 1 run with those 3 instances combined. So I think it's quite simple. You know, you look at this group, they're putting themselves in positions to be successful. It really just comes down to execution at the plate with this group. And I think that starts with Tanner Malley and Nate Anderson, to the top bats, not only in this Marlins lineup, but in the CPL as a whole. Getting those guys going early is key for the success tonight.
Morehead City looking to improve upon scoring with runners on board. Yes, Trey mentioned last time these teams faced, July 3rd, an 8-4 Yard Gnomes loss. Tough one for Morehead City. Earlier today, we got to speak to Josh Plisko, the pitching coach, about his timeout in Macon and about this team's performances in the last few games. I'm here with the pitching coach, Josh Plisko. Josh, you and the coaching staff and 6 Marlins were just out in Macon. How was the All-Star experience?
It was a great opportunity. I mean, they had a great time. We played great. They used to win. Can't be really upset.
Coming out of the hiatus, playing Greenville for the 5th time this season, July 3rd, loss to the Yard Gnomes is a sour taste still in the team's mouth, and how can you bounce back from that one?
I wouldn't say a sour taste. I just say we need to get back on track. I mean, it's first game after the All-Star break, so obviously a big win. Started off right.
One player who pitched in that game, Nick Surs, came out of the bullpen. He's starting tonight. What do you expect from the big lefty?
Just what he's been doing, pounding the zone, living in the zone, so he gives us opportunity to win.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Yep.
Talked to Coach Plisko about Nick Surs, the starting pitcher for today's game, a sub-2.5 ERA, making his 5th start of the season. Christian, what do you expect from the big lefty from American International?
I mean, I'd probably say it's safe to say we expect the same 2 pitches we've seen from Surs so far in the starts that he's made. Fastball, slider, will mix the occasional splitter / changeup, whatever you want to call that 3rd pitch. But yeah, for Surs, the last start he had was against this same Yard Gnomes team, and it was the first time we really saw Surs struggled a little bit. Gave up a few earned runs, but coming back to Guy Smith Stadium, a site where Morehead City historically has had a lot of success at. They've won 2 games against the Yard Gnomes here. I think Surs, now with the All-Star break behind him, he's also had some pretty good games from the plate as well as of recent. So I think tonight could easily be a bounce-back game for Nick Surs.
Yeah, Nick Surs had not allowed a run before that July 3rd outing where he allowed 3. You mentioned the scoring that Morehead City has done in this ballpark. In the 2 games in Guy Smith Stadium, they put together 38 runs. Ridiculous stat there. On the other end, the starting pitcher for Greenville, Trey, Braden Egan, righty, rising sophomore, a young guy. Who do you expect on the Marlins batting order to stand out against this otherwise unexperienced pitcher?
I mean, quite frankly, Lance, I'm going to say everybody. I mean, in 4 games that these 2 teams have played against each other this season, every single batter that has played, or rather recorded an at-bat, has reached base. So this is a team that really has had success against whoever they're playing against. Save that last time against Greenville, where they really struggled with runners in scoring position. So I don't really put it on one guy. I just put it this lineup top to bottom. Both times that Benner, he mentioned 38 runs combined between these 2 times here. I also really want to talk about the amount of times they've been walked. 26 walks, 14 walks they were walked last time they heard. That's a season high for this group. So it's really just about patience at the plate, waiting for their pitch to hit. You talk about Egan, he's got a 3-pitch mix, really loves that fastball, slider, changeup. The fastball struggles with command, which is something we talked about, right, with the walks that Egan's going to have to hone in on, because this is a patient Morehead City bunch at the plate, and if they wait for their pitch to hit, they're going to have a field day just like they have the last 2 times here.
For Greenville, the team that's last in the league in ERA and WHIP, Morehead City coming out of the All-Star break. They sit 3rd in the East Division. The final month of the season is upon us, and the playoff race continues to heat up. As far as today's game, the Marlins versus the Yard Gnomes from Guy Smith Stadium. First pitch at 6:30. You can listen to these 2 on Mixler.